For weeks, I have been constantly asked to check out today's mix-up combination, so I can only apologize it's taken so long. Today, I'll be combining the RLCraft Dynamic World created by HoneyFrost with the Biomes Aplenty add-on created by 4KS Studios. While these two packs aren't specifically coded to work together, it's going to be interesting to see how well they combine. So let's get today's mix-up started. Alright then, so to start this mix-up, I figured what we could do first, because RLCraft is such a big dynamic world, and because Biomes Aplenty is such a big add-on, we kind of need to see what RLCraft does on its own first, to get that reference point, and then put them both together and see how it changes. So I'm in a world right now with just RLCraft on its own. The first thing that I'm seeing is we've got visual effect changes, we've got fog, we've got structures, we've got custom trees, custom biomes. Essentially, they're probably the same, like that's probably still a jungle or a forest, but using custom generation for the trees in here. And there's a lot of this stuff that I'm not expecting to happen as often as it is happening here. So, I mean, we've got these structures down here. Straight away, we've got all of these custom trees around us. Doesn't look like we've got any mobs spawning. This does seem to go somewhat underground. Maybe not, a little bit lower. Oh no, it does, yeah. It does seem to go underground down here too. So we've got all of this here. And this is a good reference point, because when we throw in Biomes Aplenty, we're going to see a lot of different biome generation, and we're going to see how the game handles that. So coming along here, we've also got a village, which standard Minecraft village, another structure on here. We've also got another structure over there. And then we've got some almost Biomes Aplenty-esque generation here. This is almost like a shrubland style biome here, already built in to RLCraft. So it'll be interesting to see if they connect, if they mix up, if they match up, and how that works. We can also see we've got custom mobs, vanilla mobs, all spawning on the grass. If we keep going around here again, another structure. We've got what looks to be like a fairy or a pixie. What's your name? You are a healing fairy. There we go. So they're spawning around here too. And then popping over here, we've got a castle, more wamp trees as well. And then you've got the beaches with the custom trees, some stonery stuff down here too as well. And then as the world kind of loads in, you can see this is a brand new world for us. It's also still moving in. And we've got the custom grass colors here as well, using the vanilla grass. You've got that yellowy grass, more custom mobs on this side, more vanilla mobs over there too. Alligators, crocodiles, whatever they're called. And then in the ocean over here, we've got boats. And then on the beaches as well, we've got some stuff here too. So I'm not expecting any change when it comes to the ocean style structures. Potentially the beach style structures will still spawn in as well, and hopefully any mob that spawns on grass, or in this case sand, should still spawn correctly too, unless they're biome specific. So this is what's going to be important here. When we throw Biomes Aplenty in, anything that needs a particular biome isn't going to spawn in a Biomes Aplenty biome, because it doesn't know what a Biomes Aplenty biome is. It doesn't recognize it. It's not recognizing it from the vanilla tag. That gets erased. So a lot of technical stuff will be happening behind the scenes. Also, if we go underground in spectator mode and we have a little fly around down here, we can see, look, there's a trial chamber down there. So we've got vanilla structures spawning just down here. And if we fly around as well, do we get any of the custom structures spawning in down here too? Because this will be a question that I want to get answered as well, to see if this will work in Biomes Aplenty. And it should also be said as well in this little discovery section, if it doesn't work, it's not RLCraft's fault, it's not Biomes Aplenty's fault. They're not designed to work together at this stage. Not really getting any custom biomes down here at the moment. There's another trial chamber over there. Let's go over there and see what happens. They're just made to work, not necessarily made to work together at this point. So it's not like one deserves the blame and one doesn't. So I'm not here to like throw hands and throw blame around. Do we not get any custom? Are there custom dungeons in RLCraft? I always thought there was underground structures. How can there not be an underground structure? This is weird. Let me have a little bit of a fly around and see what happens. And this is the part where I realize I'm a bit dumb because we was going underground in a previous structure, but here we have got an underground structure. It's got that surface level entrance there, and this seems to be the home of the ancient Titan. So we know to look out for some underground structures in the mix-up world as well. I did notice as well, bit off topic, but if you look underneath here, there's this really weird massive space that occurs underneath an ancient Titan structure, whatever that's called, that I thought was just a little bit broken, but hopefully that'll get fixed at some point. But I just want to point it out. But yes, we do have structures underground. So underground structures spawn, overground structures spawn, custom mobs are spawning. We've got custom tree generation, custom biome generation. There's another structure there as well. And if we was to have a look at nighttime too, just really quickly set the not the weather, set the time. Always day is enabled. Let me just fix that. And if we set it to midnight here and we come into creative, let's see, do we get like hostile mobs spawning at night? Is there any kind of craziness that's going to occur around us? Yeah, look, we got some more custom mobs spawning here, vanilla mobs spawning, got custom structures again. So it's fair to say that RLCraft is doing a lot on its own. Let's pair the two together, RLCraft and Biomes Aplenty, and let's see what kind of changes occur. Do you need even more Daz Man in your life? Well, I mean, who doesn't? Well, this isn't the only channel to find me. I have multiple channels, all doing different things. Aside from here on the Daz Man channel, I also have the Daz Man Reacts channel, where I react to pack combinations and even the odd Minecraft trailer, as well as having marketplace creator interviews, and I'm also building an actions and stuff compatibility list, so I post my findings in episodes there as well. Or maybe you want to see me play other games. Well, the best place for that is Daz Man Plays, where I play multiple games at the same time. Or how about Daz Man Football, where I play football games, or even Daz Man Wrestling, where I hope to play more wrestling games in the future. And that's not it. I also have a website, dazman.gg, where you can find my entire texture pack review database, written reviews, written creator interviews, and it's the home of that actions and stuff compatibility list, and my official podcast. You can also see pack waiting lists and my weekly schedule. But if you want to support me, we also have the merch store at dazman.gg/merch and the Patreon account at patreon.com/thedazman, where you can support the individual channels or multiple channels at once. Or maybe you want to consider becoming a channel member here on YouTube by clicking join on this channel or the Daz Man Reacts channel. There's got to be some version of the Daz Man for you.
Hello there, welcome to RLCraft. Before we start, you must sign the contract.
Now I figured we could start with the tutorial here and see how this is affecting us. This guy loves to rabbit on this dragon. So as you can see, when we start, we do have the Biomes Aplenty guidebook in our hand, but we're going to choose our difficulty. I'm going to just put it on normal.
Like all things should be.
We're not going to play the tutorial.
Someone who thinks they're smarter than the rest.
But I just want to see how it goes when we're in here. So I'm going to do that again.
Let's see how long you last.
Let's see what happens. Do we ever get dropped in a custom biome? Doesn't look like it. We seem to have been dropped in a standard RLCraft biome. I have noticed as well that the Biomes Aplenty book has been taken from our inventory and been replaced with the menu, the leveling menu, and the trinket bag here. So let's get ourselves into creative. Where is my creative cheat? There it is. Thank you very much. So what we're going to do is get ourselves the Biomes Aplenty book again, because that's going to let us see what biomes we're in with our biomes labeling. So on here, we're currently in a unknown biome. Now, that could be because Biomes Aplenty has missed a biome or two, or that could be because RLCraft changes the name and Biomes Aplenty doesn't recognize it, one or the other. But let's look around the world first of all. So we're in a cold biome, and this actually is a good point to mention another feature of RLCraft. And that is in the middle of our little indicator there, next to the health, next to the hunger, next to the thirst, is our temperature gauge. And you can see it's saying, essentially, we are cold. And we're also in some really bad ice. But if we get out of this, I don't know how the custom biomes are going to handle temperature. Because you see, when Biomes Are Plenty has its biome overwrite a vanilla biome, there's no evidence of that vanilla biome. So if something overwrites a taiga biome, the game doesn't know it's a taiga biome. So how will RLCraft know what temperature it is? It's a few questions to be asked here. If we look around here, we are now in a muskeg biome, which tells me that's a Biomes Are Plenty biome, and we have a structure. How has that happened? We're still in a muskeg. So this has either spawned on the edge of something in some direction, or some RLCraft structures will spawn in Biomes Are Plenty biomes. That's confusing. No, it's a muskeg all the way around. So unless RLCraft introduces a biome called the muskeg, we do have a custom structure here to begin with. We'll keep an eye on that as we go around then. And then if we come over here, I believe this is a snow blossom biome. Yeah, snow blossom grove on here. It'll be interesting to see if we're going to get any custom mob spawning or anything like that. This could be a good place to test as well if we go into survival. So it knows to make it cold. Okay. So does it know that it's replaced like a snowy plains or whatever it is that it's replaced? That's interesting. There's a bit more functionality here than I thought there would be. That's really cool. Okay, if we fly over into this direction, let's get a little look at the world. A lot of Biomes Are Plenty biomes spawning in. And to be clear as well, I should have said this at the start. I have RLCraft in slot 1 and I have Biomes Are Plenty in slot 2. I figured RLCraft should take point because it's pretty much the entire game mode. So Biomes Are Plenty should just be helping it, not overwriting it, in essence. Now, obviously, in here, we've got another custom biome. We've got the ominous woods. Maybe let's stay down low a little bit. See if we get any mob spawning occurring down here. Doesn't look like it immediately. Obviously, we are dealing with standard grass, sorry, vanilla grass, which shouldn't interrupt anything. But it doesn't even really look like we're getting vanilla mobs spawning at the moment. Let's head over here. Where are we now? We're in a dead forest. Okay, so this geezer, this custom geezer over here. Who are you? Hello. Hi. The pirate shark has spawned on what I think is a beach. Yes, this is a beach. So custom mobs spawning on sand, not a problem. Nothing happening in these biomes though. I wonder if that's because they're biome specific mobs. If the mobs in RLCraft need to be in a vanilla named biome, that could be an issue. Let's keep flying around here. Although we're not even getting any vanilla mobs either, to be honest with you. Which is an issue on its own. In creative, they wouldn't have a problem spawning. Okay, we've got an eagle up here in a pumpkin patch. That's good to know. So a bit of sprinkling around. Nowhere near as many structures as we were seeing though in the RLCraft on its own. That's definitely worth mentioning. There's a boat out there on the ocean. Ocean not affected by Biomes Are Plenty at all. So what we can at least say is that the structures are being spread out a bit. As are mobs as well. I still can't quite get my head around the fact that we're not getting any vanilla mobs around. Where's my pigs? Where's my cows? That's really weird. If we come into here, the pumpkin patch is considered a normal temperature biome, I guess. Okay, there's a healing fairy, or a fairy at the very least. We need to be in survival. No, because these guys spawned in creative, right? Alright, don't fight me, I'm sorry. You're still a healing fairy, that's good. Come around here. Okay, you've spawned on ice. How are you? Excuse me, could you come here a second? Thank you. The Goat King has spawned on the ice and is now walking around the grass. So maybe it just takes a second for spawns to kick in. Vanilla spawns are definitely turned down a little bit though. Either that or we've just got like one of the most unluckiest seeds possible. There's a sheep. Okay, so we've got vanillas now. Here we go. That's good to know. Let's carry on flying around. I don't really want to go through snowy areas, although there is a bit of a weird snowy beach type thing over here. We've got snowy jungle trees, which I didn't think we'd ever see. There's a structure up here. What are you spawning in? What is the biome that you're in, my friend? A snow blossom grove. How have you spawned in a snow blossom grove? Or a coniferous forest? Like I said, a lot more functionality than I thought there would be immediately. Structures are spawning in biomes of plenty biomes, or they are catching the very edge of a vanilla biome and are overlapping. But it's enough for it to look like they're spawning in custom biomes. Just maybe not a crazy amount. There's another structure down here. This is a good thing though. This means that you're going to get activity. Maybe not as much as you would without it. This doesn't know what biome we're in right now. That could be an RLCraft biome. There's a little boat there as well. But having the activity is a good shout. Another structure there too. Okay, so they're spawning quite well. That is good. It's just a mob question now. We were seeing scorpions. We were seeing alligators. We were seeing all sorts of stuff. And now we're not seeing hardly any at the moment. Where are we now? This is a dead forest. Again with a structure in. Dead forest. You kind of have to check all corners just to see if there's like a potential that it's spawned in one simple vanilla biome square or something. I mean, the world looks stunning though. I think with the visual effects of the RLCraft as well. I'm not using vibrant visuals, but just that world generation, the lighting, the fog, it feels strong. I'm not quite ready for nighttime yet. Let's carry on. Hey, look at that. Those trees over there. And is that RLCraft generation of trees? I just can't get over the fact that we're not getting mobs though. Why are we not getting more? I need to check this. Let's go to game rule. Do mob spawning. You can't see what's going on there. So I can't actually tell what the rule was. So let's just force it to be true. I know it's true, but let's just force it to be true again and see if that resets anything. And dead forest is dead forest and stuff, right? It's dead for a reason. Let's go over here. I like these purple trees mixing up. Is it because they... Oh, that's actually really nice. So those trees have generated in the biome next door, right? They've generated here in the dark forest. But because they overhang into an ominous woods, you get the transition of the leaves from green across to purple. That is really nice. That is really nice. That is a benefit of using generic vanilla leaves and generic vanilla grass, honestly. That transition is so good. We get as well the custom generation for the mushrooms and stuff here in the dark forest. Is the dark forest an RLCraft biome? Oh, we've got an underground structure. We've got some trees spawning here too. Trees, ents, whatever you want to call them. And then more structures. There's more functionality in here than I thought there would be. I'm pleasantly surprised. I just want to see more mobs. That's all I want to see. Over here as well. What's this? What biome are we in here? Dark forest. So this has spawned in the dark forest and has slightly bled into the redwood forest. So that's an easy one to explain there. Just look at the colors of the leaves, the way the trees are generating, the different types of trees. Hello, custom guy, how are you? I thought you had two tails, but you're a dire wolf, you're fine. Then the colors, the beautiful colors, all looking so nice. It's a positive experience right now. I don't particularly like RLCraft because of skill issues. I'm not very good at it. But for a pack, you have to respect it. And the fact that while it's not perfect, there is functionality more than I thought there would be. I'm very impressed with that. Got lush cave biome over there as well, so that hasn't been overwrit. We then have over here one of those custom underground style biomes too. So there's enough going on here for it to work. It's definitely stripped back, but there is enough going on here for it to work. I just want to see what happens. Let's go into survival in a redwood biome. and just see if there's any weird jankiness with temperature. We obviously saw, where's survival? We obviously saw the Snow Blossom Grove knew it was cold. This seems to just think it's quite medium. Fair enough. We are going to want to get out of these trees. These trees are very difficult to navigate. Can we go straight up? Thank you. Oh, hello. A little bit of a lens flare there. Okay. Came to cook. I see you. And if we just carry on over here to get a little look, let me know down in the comments, is there particular things you want to see? Is there like anything that I might particularly be missing? Or is it just a good look at the world generation, seeing the biomes combine? Am I answering your questions? Let me know down in the comments. We're obviously here now in a Mystic Grove. Cutting across into a lavender field. Let's just like run through and see what happens in terms of biomes and mob spawnings, because here we know we've obviously got terracotta, different colored terracotta, we've got grass around, shrubland. This geezer's spawned. Hello, mate. This is a spirit warrior and he's neutral, so that's good to know. So mobs do spawn, they do spawn. Over here as well there's some weird looking, I don't even want to assume what animal that is. I am not David Attenborough. Skunk. There is a skunk there as well. So they do spawn, and that's a benefit of using the vanilla grass. If the mobs are just programmed to vanilla grass and not specific biomes, then that's very good. Got the eagle there until somebody tells me it's a vulture. Excuse me, I need to pick you. Let me pick you. Yes, it is an eagle. Thank you. And then just flying around here a bit more. I really like the amount of biomes that we get here as well. Don't get me wrong, this is a very expensive combination, okay? Both packs are very expensive. Their prices escape me at the moment, but I know they're both 4 digits. So they are relatively very expensive, and combining them just makes it doubly so. But yeah, I think we can say structures, while they are stripped back, they're not as apparent, they're not as prominent. They do still spawn in places. I think we got lucky with some of those structures spawning potentially happening where they maybe shouldn't have happened or wouldn't happen consistently. So just be aware your structures will be reduced. But we have got underground structures that spawn. We have got overground structures that spawn. We've seen custom mobs. We've seen vanilla mobs. Let's see what happens. Does this place feels like it would be quite hot. Does the temperature reset for that? No, doesn't quite understand where we are here either. Got another structure and stuff over here. Let's go over here and have a look at this. And then what I'll do is I'll just quickly set it to nighttime as well, and we'll see if anything crazy happens at night. So in here, kind of on the border of like a shrubland, lavender field, and whatever that's supposed to be. Let's see, this is lavender field. This has essentially spawned in a forest, so this could be considered just a standard forest, I guess. Potentially. Yeah, I love all that open space, all the colors. That's really, really nice for me. Let's go into midnight. Got a chicken below us here as well. How you guys doing? Let's see what we're dealing with here. All right, we start to get a bit more vanilla mobs spawning around here now. I think that did that before I set it to nighttime. Maybe it's a case of the game trying to decide which mobs to give us. There's a skeleton there. And while we're waiting for mobs as well, I know there are dragons in RLCraft. As far as I understand, they are quite rare to spawn normally. And I think it would be a safe assumption to say that they will be a lot rarer in a Biomes Aplenty mix-up world. We've also got here, that's a bush, got pigeons spawning in. Can't say there's a massive amount of hostile custom mobs though. I don't know. I feel like we could be here for 4 hours still checking things. So hopefully this has at least answered some of your questions. Let me know down in the comments if you have any more specific questions. I'm happy to try and work out the answers to them and get more videos out. Thank you very much for checking out the video. Please do leave a like. I'd greatly appreciate it if you could. Drop that comment like I said. And if you're new to the channel, please do hit that subscribe button. Remember to let me know, what do you think about this mashup? Do you use it? Do you use this mix of add-ons and dynamic worlds? Let me know. And yeah, thanks for watching. Peace!